Why are the Raptors making this move?
Well, 10 straight losses to Cleveland in the playoffs, 2 straight sweeps at the hands of the Cavs. And not just that they lost to the Cavs this year, but in the manner with which they lost. Getting swept, really not showing up in that game 4. They had a coach who was going into the last year of his deal. That wasn't something Dwane Casey wanted or the Raptors. And you were either going to extend him here or you were going to make a change. And this for the Raptors is, sometimes it's roster versus the coach. And now they'll go at this largely with that same roster coming back and try it with a different coach, a different system.
Okay, roster over coach. But when they fire a coach, maybe there are other moves coming. Could we see more moves out of Toronto this offseason?
Well, listen, Masai Ujiri is always going to try to improve the team, but their core right now, they have a balance of young players who have gotten better, who will probably make them a better team next year because they'll grow. But your focus of Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Serge Ibaka, those players are there. They're not looking to rebuild or take a step back here. They want to try to continue to compete in the East. They're not looking to rebuild. They want to make another run at it. And now they'll get out on what's a very saturated coaching market and try to find a new head coach.
All right, what about word on a possible replacement for Dwane Casey?
Well, one coach that Toronto will take a look at, I'm told, Mike Budenholzer, the former coach in Atlanta, was an NBA Coach of the Year. He has been to a conference final, a place that they'd like to get to in Toronto and beyond. And there's a couple internal candidates, Nick Nurse, an assistant, and Jerry Stackhouse, who coached the G League team with the Raptors.
Adrian, before I let you go, what might Dwane Casey's future in the NBA be?
He will be in demand, whether it is in with this group of teams that have openings, Milwaukee, Orlando, where Jeff Weltman is now the president. He was in Toronto with Dwane Casey, and Detroit has obviously an opening now. But whether he takes a job now or sits out a year, he's got $6 million coming to him in the next year. Dwane Casey will be at the top of almost any team's list, and he will not only coach again in the NBA, but he'll have his selection of jobs whenever he's ready to jump back in.